Okay, good afternoon students. In previous class or in previous video, what else we are discussing? We were discussing about the different kinds of flowers based upon the position of calyx, corolla, and roscium with respect to the gynoecium. And in that particular class, we were studying about the three different kinds of flowers. One is hypogynous flower, epigynous flower, and perigynous flower. Hypogynous flower, perigynous flower, and epigynous flower. In hypogynous flower, the ovary is superior. Perigynous flower, the ovary is half inferior. And at last, epigynous flower, we will study the ovary is inferior. Okay, so after that, we used to study the different parts of flower. What are the different parts of flower in the sense? Calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. And in today's class, we are going to study about the different parts of flower. So let us start with different parts of flowers. The first part of a flower is a calyx. C-A-L-Y-X. Calyx. Calyx is nothing but outermost whorl of the flower. Outermost whorl of the flower in the sense, when we are going to take a flower, outermost part of the flower is called as calyx, and the members of the calyx are called as a sepals. Whatever the members of the calyx are called as a sepals, and these sepals are usually green in color, leaf-like, and protect the flower in a bud stage. When the flower it is in bud stage, that time these calyx means the calyx is going to protect the flower. And the sepals are green in color, leaf-like, and protect the flower in a bud stage. And here we are going to study two kinds of what we are going to call it as a sepals. One is gamosepals, another one is polysepals. Gamosepals, polysepals. What it is defined? Gamosepals in the sense, whatever the number 3, 4, 5. And in the sense, in previous video, we have discussed first when we have studied about the flower. That time I told you, based upon the what we are going to call it as a flower appendages. Flower may be what? Trimerous, tetramerous, pentamerous. Trimerous ಮೂರು, ನಾಲ್ಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೂರು ಏನಿರಬೇಕು ಸೆಪಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, 4 ಸೆಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ 5 ಸೆಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. In the sense, sepals may 3, 4, 5 or more than that. Okay, now we are going to study about the gamosepals in the sense if the sepals are united. If the sepals are united, sepals are united in the sense they are not separate. Whether they are 3, they are united, 4, they are united, 5, they are united. Such type of means what we are going to call as sepals are called as a gamosepals. Means such type of flower is called as a gamosepals flower. In the flower, if the sepals are united, they are not separate. And polysepals in the sense, the sepals are free. Sepals are free. If the sepals are free in a flower, that kind of flower is called as a polysepals flower. Okay, this is about what the outermost whorl or the outermost part of the flower, that is calyx. It is outermost whorl of the flower. Sepals are the members of the calyx. Sepals are the members of the calyx. The sepals are green in color, leaf-like, and they protect the flower in a bud stage. The sepals may two kinds. One is gamosepals, another one is polysepals. In gamosepals, in the sense sepals are united. Polysepals, in the sense sepals are free. Right. Next, we are going to study about the corolla. Corolla is the innermost whorl of a calyx, and the corolla is composed of petals. In the sense, members of the corolla are petals. Petals are usually bright in color. Petals are usually bright in color to attract the insect for the pollination. Pollination in the sense what? The transfer of pollen grains from one flower to the another flower. Okay, for the reproduction. Right? So here the petals are bright in color to attract the insect to the pollination. And here also we are going to get two kinds of what petals. One is gamopetals, polypetals. Similar here, petals are sepals are right, polypetalous. Okay, here I can on polypetalous in the sense petals are free. Okay, that is the homework for you. This is about what? The parts of the calyx and corolla. Next, we are going to study androecium and gynoecium. Before that, one concept we are going to study under the parts of flower, that is, we are going to call that as a aestivation. That is what we are going to call that as a aestivation. Now we are going to study aestivation. 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 Okay, we are going to study about the aestivation. Okay, after studying the parts of flower, we are discussed now about the two parts of flowers. One is calyx and another one is corolla. The members of the calyx are called as the sepals, right? And the members of the corolla are called as petals. We are studying about the gamopetalous, polypetalous, gamosepalous, and polysepalous. Now here we are going to study about the aestivation. What is meant by aestivation in the sense? We are studying about the parts of the flowers. In the parts of flowers, sepals of the petals. The arrangement of the sepals are petals. The arrangement of a sepals or petals in a floral bud with respect to the other members of the same word, it is called as aestivation. In the sense, arrangement of sepals and petals. For example, China rose dash man arrangement in practical, I used to show you what is exactly the aestivation, how the arrangements are there. Understood? But what is the aestivation in the sense? The mode of arrangement of the sepals or petals. Sepals or petals in a plural bud with respect to the other members of the same. With respect to the other members of the same word is known as aestivation. And this is for one last question. What is meant by aestivation? Aestivation in the sense, the arrangement of a sepals or a petals in the plural bud with respect to the other members of the same word is known as aestivation. Okay, what is aestivation? The mode of arrangement. Okay, the mode of arrangement of a sepals or petals in the flower bud with respect to the other members of the same word is known as aestivation. Now, the question is going to ask you what is aestivation and explain the different kinds of aestivations. That time, what are the different kinds of aestivations we are going to study here? Let us start with the different kinds of aestivation. First, we are studying here about the aestivation definition. Then, what are the different kinds of aestivation in the sense? The first is valvate aestivation, twisted aestivation, implanted aestivation, and vexillary aestivation. These are the 4 different kinds of aestivations. And how we are going to study this? I am going to simplify and tell you. Here, the valvate aestivation in the sense what? The sepals or petals are arranged. Okay, the sepals and petals are arranged. Their margin to margin. In the sense, here see, I am going to draw the diagram of that about the valvate aestivation. Simple, this to draw like this, and I am going to draw the 5 petals. Sorry, sepals. We are going to consider sepals or petals. Left to you. This is 1. Here I am going to draw. This is the second. This is the third. I used to know margin valvate. This margin to margin. Second, third, fourth, this is the fifth. Right. So here, what I drawn on the board in valvate aestivation, the arrangement of a sepals or petals. The arrangement of a sepals or petals one another margin to margin. They are arranged one another with margin to the margin, and here we are not going to get any overlap. Here we are not going to get any overlap. Now see, I am going to draw the twisted aspiration. In the sense, here the petals and sepals are arranged in such a manner that one is overlapping another and that continue. One is overlapping another. In the sense, one of the margin of the one word and another margin of the another word. In the sense, another petal is going to overlap. See here, this is a first has to draw, then I'm going to draw. This is the second, right? Then I'm going to draw. This is the third, then this is the fourth. Okay. This is a fifth. Wait. How it is in the sense? This is to draw inside. See here, all the margins of the what we are going to call that as a twisted aestivation. What is going to happen? One margin of the appendages overlap that the other, next one, and so on. In the sense, one overlap to the other, and it is going to continue. In the sense, here I am going to show you. This is the one margin outside, and this one is inside. This is outside. This is inside. Okay. Sorry. Right. So I will draw this outside. Then this view is to draw inside like this. Afterwards, this is outside, this is inside. Then I should draw once again. This is twisted aestivation. Twisted aestivation, one margin is overlapping other. In the sense, see here, this outside, this inside, this outside, this inside, this outside, this inside, this outside, this inside, this outside, and this inside. In the sense, what is going to happen in a twisted aestivation? The members of a sepals and petals, the one margin is overlapping other, and it is going to continue. So on. That is what we are going to call that as a twisted aestivation. Understood? That is what we are going to call that as a twisted aestivation. Right? This is suppose this is one. We are going to call that one as a one sepal. This is another sepal. This is the third sepal. This is what we used to call the fourth one. See, and this is the fifth one. Now here one margin is overlapping the other, and this margin is overlapping this. This margin is overlapping this. This petal is overlapping this. This one is overlapping this. In the sense, how we are going to define in a twisted aestivation in the sense, the margin of a sepals or petals overlap one another. Okay, overlap one another, and so on continue, and so on continue. But in bracket aestivation, there also these sepals and petals, they are going to overlapping one another, but that is not in a particular direction. That is not in a particular direction or any direction. In the sense, here completely say one is outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, and inside. Like this, continuously they are going to arrange. But in bracket, one is completely outside. This. Okay, and one is completely inside. See here. These are also twisted. These are also twisted. One is outside, inside. But here see, this is outside, this is inside. But here both are outside. Here inside, outside, and here these two are inside. In the sense, in bracket aestivation, what is going to happen? The margins of the sepals and petals, are overlap one another, but they are not in any particular direction. That's what we are going to call it as a in bracket aestivation. Such type of aestivation is called as a in bracket aestivation. And last one is maxillary aestivation. In maxillary aestivation, one larger petal is going to what we are going to call it as a overlap. The next one, what we are going to call next, which stands overlap for the two smallest anterior petals, and this type of aestivation we are going to call it as a maxillary aestivation. In maxillary aestivation, what we are studying, there are the 5 petals. Largest petal is overlap the next 2 petals. The next 2 petals are overlap the smallest petals, and such type of arrangement of a what we are going to call as a sepals or petals is called as a maxillary aestivation. So here in aestivation, the definition of aestivation is the mode of arrangement of a sepals or petals in the plural bud with respect to the other members of the same word is known as aestivation. In aestivation, we are studying here about the valvate aestivation, twisted aestivation, in bracket aestivation, and maxillary aestivation. In valvate aestivation, the sepals or petals, the members of the sepals or petals are arranged margin to margin, where margin to margin, and where we are not going to find any overlapping. In twisted, the sepals or petals are arranged in such a way that one sepal is overlapped with on the another sepal, and it is gone continue. In the sense, see, one is outside, inside, likewise it is going to continue. That is what we are going to call as a twisted aestivation. Next one is in bracket aestivation. Here also we are going to find the sepals or petals are overlapped with one another, but there is no any particular direction. In the sense, here continuous, here not like that. There is no any particular direction. That is what in bracket aestivation. The last one is maxillary aestivation. There we are going to find the 5 petals. One larger petal is covers the other 2 inside, and those are covers the smallest petal. And that type of what we are going to call it as an aestivation is known as maxillary aestivation. And this question is going to ask you for the 5 marks. What is mean by aestivation? What is mean by aestivation? And explain the different kinds of aestivation. That time I am going to draw such diagrams. Then I am going to write below valvate aestivation in the sense what? Twisted aestivation in the sense what? In bracket, then maxillary aestivation. And one important thing you are going to remember, and you are going to write, there is a homework for you people. You used to mention the example for valvate aestivation, you used to mention the example for twisted aestivation, example for the in bracket, example for the maxillary. And in practicals, I am going to show you the example for twisted aestivation by cutting the flower. Here they are mentioned what the examples. See, in one margin appendages overlap with the next and so on. China rose. Okay, this is here twisted aestivation. Example is China rose. Likewise, you go through the book and find out the examples for valvate aestivation, example for twisted aestivation, examples for the in bracket aestivation, and example for the maxillary aestivation. And write down. Okay, this is homework for you people. You write down the note on this particular concept. What is aestivation? I written on the board the definition. Then you go through these diagrams. How you are going to draw? I am going to draw these diagrams in such a manner, in the sense vertically. Then in front of this, we are going to write the definition for valvate aestivation means what? Then example. Then twisted aestivation, example. Then you are going to in bracket aestivation, example. And maxillary aestivation, example. In in such a way that we are going to represent the answer for the question what is aestivation and explain the different kinds of aestivations. We are going to answer the different kinds of aestivation. The different kinds of aestivations are valvate, twisted, imbricate and auxiliary. Valvate, twisted, imbricate and auxiliary. And this is most popular or a common question. So many times we are asked, or this question is appeared in a final examination. Like what is aestivation and explain the different types of aestivation with an examples. That time we are going to write the examples for each. That's why I told you go through the book and you write down the example for the valvate aestivation, twisted aestivation, imbricate aestivation and auxiliary aestivation. In valvate aestivation, the sepals or petals are arranged their margin to margin. Here no any overlapping. In twisted aestivation, the sepals or petals are arranged in such a way that one margin is overlapped with the another margin and it is go on continuing. That is what twisted aestivation. In imbricate aestivation, here also the sepals or petals are arranged in such a way that one margin is overlapped with the another margin, but that is not any particular manner. Okay, so and last one is maxillary aestivation. Here there are the 5 petals. In maxillary aestivation, there are the 5 petals. The largest overlaps the 2 lateral petals, then which turns to overlap the 2 smallest petals. That is what maxillary aestivation. So you are going to write for these or the examples. Okay, right. With this, I am going to stop here. We are studying in today's class the parts of flowers in the sense calyx and corolla. They we are studying the gamosepalous, polysepalous, gamopetalous, polypetals. And afterwards we are studying the aestivation. Aestivation is nothing but the mode of arrangement of the sepals and petals in a flower bud, in a floral bud with respect to the other members of the same word is known as aestivation. And kinds of aestivations are valvate, twisted, imbricate and auxiliary aestivation. Okay, is to write the example for each valvate, twisted, imbricate and auxiliary. With this, I am going to stop here, and in next class we will start discussing about the androgen. Okay, thank you.